Welcome to the Level Up Life podcast. I'm your host, Scottie Hobbs, where we're here to remind you that your family is your most important work, help you feel better, and learn how to make more income for your family. I'm here with my friend Nick. Nick Jackuchan is a husband, proud girl dad, foodie, sports lover based in Idaho Falls, Idaho, originally from Bangkok, Thailand. Nick moved to the United States at 15 years old without knowing English and spent 2 years in ESL before graduating high school in 2008. His journey started in his family's restaurant, where he worked his way up from dishwasher to eventually helping run the business, learning the value of hard work and connection along the way. After leaving the restaurant industry in 2017, Nick built a strong foundation in sales through Verizon and automotive sales before stepping into real estate in 2022. Since then, he has grown a thriving business powered largely by social media and personal branding, helping families navigate one of the biggest decisions of their lives. He went from closing 6 to 7 million in volume his first year to over 12 million the following year and continues to build momentum. Nick is passionate about helping first-time buyers achieve home ownership and believes real estate is ultimately about relationships, community, and creating opportunities for others to build their version of the American dream. Nick, welcome to the show.
So my name is Nick, Jackuchan. It's like Jackie Chan with the U. So that's how you pronounce it. I moved to Idaho when I was 15 from Bangkok, Thailand. And I've been here ever since. I love the place. I love the growth that we have. Now I do real estate, but before real estate, I was in food industry with my family. So, and then I left that, went to go do other sales position like cell phone, and then car sales. So, and then I jump into real estate. But yeah, been here, grew up here, still learning English. So,
No, you're awesome at English, man.
thank you.
So we'll dive into a lot of stuff here. How old were you when you started real estate? Because I look at you and I'm like, you're crushing it at real estate. So
Yeah.
how old were you when you started your real estate journey?
Back in 2022, so what would that make me? So right now I'm 36, so like 34?
Okay.
Yeah, 34. 34, 35. Yeah, 34. Yep.
I ask you that question because whether it's my own kids, daughters, or people I'm talking to,
Yeah.
sometimes they're like, I just don't know what I want to do, or I feel like I'm behind because so and so is at this level. But I love seeing someone like really find your groove of what you love at that
Honestly,
age.
I didn't really find what I want to do until 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I got a degree in computer science. I thought I was going to be computer science guy, and I don't even use my degree right now.
Yeah.
And it's okay to not know what you want to do, honestly, until you find yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. So let's rewind. So you and I met. It was probably 2011. You were one of my first
Yeah.
clients
Yeah.
when I was starting an online
Yeah.
business, and so we met. It's probably 15 years now or so. And so, talk to us a little bit about your story before that. You said you came from Bangkok, Thailand when you were 15 or 16?
15.
15. So, what was it like coming to America, coming to a new culture? Did you know English when you got here? What was your experience like?
It was really hard. I think I only know the basic like hi, how are you, goodbye, thank you, and all that stuff. It was hard. It was a culture like change because whatever we do here, I don't do that in Thailand,
Yeah.
right? And it's a whole other language that I have to learn. When I first came here, I went straight to like high school, and sophomore year I had to be in ESL like program
Mhm.
where they learn the second language and stuff. Took me about almost 2 years to like able to communicate and understand what people saying slowly, right? Like, hey, don't talk too fast. So yeah, it was a culture change, but the lifestyle is a lot better, right? Like you have to learn to adapt, but then the lifestyle here is so much better than Thailand, in my opinion.
In your opinion,
Yeah.
awesome. So, when you guys came here, your parents and how you guys came over, and then you
Yes.
said you were in the food industry. Did that start right away, or
Yeah,
when did that
so
start?
actually my uncle, who lived here 30 plus years, he moved around. Like he moved from Oregon to California, from California to like here.
Mhm.
And him and his family decided to stay put and open a restaurant because there's no Thai restaurant in Idaho Falls back
Yeah.
then. So before my parents and I and my brother thinking of before my family thinking about moving to the US. We were like, what are we gonna do? And my uncle is like, come to Idaho. I'm like, what? Where's Idaho? Like, never heard of it. And then it's smaller town. You're gonna get help with your teachers and stuff one on one better, and you can learn English a lot faster. And then you can come help at the restaurant and work. I'm like, okay, sounds like a dream, like
Yeah.
So yeah, so we did we took that leap and then just jumped and then we moved here. So
Okay. So being in the restaurant industry so you started working there right when you got here, pretty
yeah,
much?
15. Yeah, I was
Going to
washing
school,
dishes. Yeah,
washing
yep,
dishes.
yep.
Okay, so you learned how to work. I think that's an important thing for the audience to listen here, that you had to work and you helped
Yeah, I
provide for your family.
and when you work for family, like they don't pay you as much, right? They just trying to like save costs and everything like that. And yeah, like from 8:30, I go to school and get out at 3:30, and then I take the bus, have them drop me off like somewhere really close by the restaurant, and then I just walk to the
Yeah.
restaurant because everyone they just busy. They can't pick me up. I don't know how to drive. I need to get driver license and stuff, and I don't even know the language. So like I'll walk. So I walk, and then yeah, from 4:30, I would say I start my shift all the way until the restaurant close at 8, and depends. It take an hour and a half to like clean up. So what 9:30 you would be done, and then after you get done, have to go do homework,
Yeah.
right? And then yeah, I did that throughout my high school year.
So you knew how to work.
I would say so, yeah. Yeah. It was a hard work. I would not go back and do it. So
Yeah. I don't understand the difficulty of coming from another country, but I do have that perspective from my wife's family. They
okay.
came when she was 2 from Bolivia, and she talks all the time of her dad working 2 to 3 jobs, her mom working,
Yeah.
not knowing English, and they would collect aluminum cans,
Oh
turn them in
wow.
for money, and do newspaper route. They just worked
Yeah.
all the time. So
Yeah, just I feel like that's all we know, right? Like we have to get by. We already being provided with a better life, in my opinion, because if I stay back in Thailand, like you're not gonna make as much as you make here washing dishes.
yeah,
So, and then I get to learn English, and I look at it as like I'm gonna get better opportunity later.
in
So,
your life,
in my life,
and that makes you think about instant gratification. Everybody wants
yeah,
the now, wants the better life right now.
that's that's what I hate to say this, but like this new generation is just so hard. Like I feel like that's why I don't want to say this new generation, but like I feel like a lot of people don't want to work nowadays, right?
Hmm.
And when they do, like a lot of people jump into real estate and it's like sit and wait around for deals to come. But I'm like, that's not how it works. You still have to talk to people. You still have to grind and put in the work to be successful.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you don't really do anything. I'm like, what do you mean I don't do anything? I only do social media stuff, but that's how I work. That's how I generate my leads,
Hmm.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to dive into that because a lot of the people that I mentor, they want to build a business, but they don't want to bother friends and family. They want to, build this. They have this big dream or goal,
Yeah.
but they might be a little scared to get on social media, or they don't want to bother friends and family. So there's this balance of like, okay, how do we do this in a way that feels great and awesome? And when you become a real estate agent, you might have 5, 10, 20 close friends and relatives. They're not all going to go buy a house from you.
I've seen like one of my friends, they kept it quiet until I found out that they bought a house. So I'm like, wait, why did you like they just like we want to keep because sometimes when money involved and big money involved, it's just maybe not good, which I respect. But I was
Yeah.
like, she just told me, guys. So
Yeah, I could have at least gave you a
yeah,
really good referral and a finder's commission.
right.
So, okay, so I want to talk about the restaurant business a little bit. A lot of my audience, they're entrepreneurs, whether it's real estate, door-to-door sales,
Okay.
online sales, or brick and mortar business. So a lot of times they see someone that's created this very successful life. I look at you. Let's give him a shout out. How much did you sell this year already? It's only February.
2.2,
2.2
million.
million,
Yep.
and it's
Yep.
like the first week of February.
Yeah.
So I would say Nick is doing awesome, like
Thank you.
his work. So a new real estate agent or someone new, and so I want to be that. So let's talk real estate agent. I mean, let's talk food industry just a little
Okay.
bit. How hard is the food, like a food industry, like running a brick
Hard,
and mortar restaurant, employees, supplies?
really hard in my opinion. Like I said, I grew up, start from the bottom, all working my way up all the way until running the restaurant for my family, right? And I think it's probably one of the hardest job unless you enjoy cooking and do that, which is I think a lot of people like cooking, but like for me, you have to deal with customer come
Mhm.
in the food not the way they want. Now you have to fix it, and it's busy, and you just like, oh, I don't like. I just need want to get to the next order, right? So you have to please your customer. That customer service has to be there, but then also you have to manage your people. Employees always call in, or employees like found something better. So you have to deal with that always, um, and then if you work with family, um, somehow family like to take advantage, right?
Yeah, there could be some challenges.
Yeah, some challenges. So I would say it's really hard. You have to merit, like, it doesn't matter what you do, you have to put all that you do into what you do. And for me, like, I feel like I merit to it.
Okay.
I feel like to make my business be successful, it doesn't matter what I do, I have to be like merit to it. But restaurant require longer hours, right? But yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think about that and I'm like, man, managing employees and like it's busy and then they call
yeah,
in sick or like
yeah.
just don't show up. This can be
And then
challenging.
we deal with like supplies, right? Like produce and stuff, costs going up. Now, what do we do? Do we increase our price? But then when we increase our price, our customer just like, well, we already paying 12, $13. Now we have to pay more. Like, so that's a lot to go into it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
challenging. So
challenging.
I think it's important that everybody listening here is that they see you as this very successful real estate agent, but there's a lot of backstory, a lot of work from the bottom, washing dishes, doing everything
Man,
through
I
there to
cry.
running.
I cry when I work when I was because I didn't have the same life that other teenager had.
Mhm.
They get to go party, they get to go hang out with their friends, they get to play sports. I love playing sport, right? But like I can't do that in high school because I have to go back and help them after school and like just go help. So like I feel like I didn't get to live the life that most teenager had and like so
Yeah.
yeah, it was tough.
I think there's a payoff there. I don't want to downplay that you
Yeah,
didn't get to have that experience, but on the flip side, now looking now, someone's probably looking at you and they're like, he gets to live a life that I don't get to live
that's true.
with more freedom.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you live life now.
You
Yeah, you
trade,
trade
right?
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was a hard worker growing up too. Like my parents are incredible, taught us to like, you know, help clean the house, do the dishes, like be very responsible. And I wanted to go so bad on a Boy Scout jamboree that was back east. You got to go to Disney World, Washington, D.C., New York City, and I've never traveled like that. And it was $2,000 and it just wasn't in the budget for my family. And but the thing about my parents that I love, they didn't tell me no. He said, you can go, you have to earn the money. And it will help you figure that out, but you have to kind of figure that out and make that happen. So, Leo's Place,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
when they were old school over off of Broadway, I
Always
went,
be on
we
Broadway.
used to be on
I didn't
Broadway
know that.
next to there was a Walker's movie store,
Yeah,
rental store on that corner where Walgreens is.
yeah.
Leo's was in there. And he gave me the ability to go sell pizzas door to door for $10 and he would give me $5 commission. So I would every day, it's like the short-term sacrifice when all my friends are out playing, put on my scout uniform, which isn't the coolest thing to do in the
Yeah,
world, and just go knock doors.
yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to earn my trip to here and here. I had my little pitch, and they would order pizzas. And the funny thing, this is cool. So I haven't talked about this. So I'd write down their order. They'd write me a check. I'd go back. He would make them, and then I would deliver them. It was just so much work to go do that. And then luckily he was trustworthy enough. We're like, this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Where he just gave me coupons. He gave me like I don't know, like 500 coupons. I
Oh,
just
wow.
had like 500 free pizza coupons. So I had to be responsible not to lose those.
Yeah.
But then I would just sell them and give them the coupons and earn $2,000 doing that. Plus getting up at 3:30 to move pipe
Oh,
before school.
wow.
So you
Yeah.
look at someone that's successful today, and there's habits that are built, or a work ethic, or a
Yeah.
tenacity. of being able to persevere
Yeah. I
hardship.
I ask myself too, like, why me? Why am I having to do this, right? Like, why does my parent have to bring me over here and do all this? But yeah, now it makes sense. Like when we put it like sacrifices, right? They
Yeah.
want you to have a better life, and yeah, I mean,
I think that's often like you have these times where you're like, why is this happening to me? Like hardships and trials. And almost you never know until the flip side when you make it through and you're like, oh,
yeah,
I needed to learn this, or this is what that hardship taught me. Because if you just go through hardships and you don't learn anything from it,
yeah,
you're just going to be in a cycle. But if you can go back and be like, what did I learn from this?
yeah.
How do I become better?
I have a lot to thank to my wife. Like she pushed me to be where I am today, and I think you can talk about this. Like your spouse gonna be the one that like I don't know support you, and then also like make you be who you are. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's, so you might be thinking, like, what do I do with my life?
Yeah.
I think that's crazy thinking about that right now. All through school, it's like the career advisors and your classes and your credits. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, what classes do you want to go to? What degrees? And that's like not important.
No.
It's like it should be like, who do you want to become? What kind of person do you want to be? And who are you going to marry? Because that's the person you're going to do life with.
Yeah.
The most important, far more important than any career
Yeah,
choice.
I feel like if I don't want to think about this, but like if I never met my wife, where would I be now? Like,
Yeah.
like I probably would still be at the restaurant working my butt off. My wife's the one who made me leave the restaurant business.
Okay.
She was like, "This is not working." I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "I feel like a single mom.
Mhm.
Like we want to raise a family, and you always at work from 8 till 8 p.m. You come home, everyone's gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
When do we spend time together, right?" At first, I just like brush it off. It's like, "Babe, that's how I provide for family. This is it. I don't have anything else. I can't do anything else." And no, she just keep no, babe, like you can do more. You capable of doing more. And I think it took me like 6 months after that first conversation with my wife. And then she just opened my eyes, and I was like, you know what? I just need to grow a pair and go talk to my family and just like, hey guys, like I think I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah. At this point, you were helping run the place, right?
Yeah.
That's a big decision to make.
Oh yeah, for sure. And everyone like after that conversation with the family, they're just like, what are you gonna do? This is your dream. I'm like, no, 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 wait. I appreciate everything you guys taught me, but I don't say this is my dream,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I feel like they frame. I don't want to say frame, but that's what you created. I want to create my own, like, destiny and stuff.
Yeah.
So
So it took you like 6 months.
6 months.
Take note. Pay more attention to picking the right spouse
Yeah, I would
that
say
encourages you, lifts you up, challenges you to
yeah.
become better.
I think that's very important. Like, if you have the wrong partner, you either go down together or you going up together, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I picked, there couldn't be a better spouse for me. We'll be married 20 years this summer.
oh
And it's
wow.
like, I remember when I first started my first business, I finally grew the pair to do it because I was afraid to do it. I was just afraid I didn't know social media. I worked 12-hour days. She
Yeah.
worked nights. And so like I just don't have time. I'm not on social media. I'm introverted, like all the excuses. And
Yeah.
finally I did it. And she came home from her job at night at like after 11. I'm like, hey, I signed up to build that business. She's like, I don't know what that thing is. I was like, I signed up for that beach body thing. And she's like, I
Yeah.
don't know what that thing is, but she's like, I know that whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish.
Oh,
And
that's
so those people are like, how'd you know you were going to be successful? I was like, the day I signed up, the day my wife, said, I believe you can do it.
that's
So,
good, man. Yeah.
and it was huge in our transition we made when we went to natural peptides
Yeah.
14 months ago, the same thing. Just like her just saying like, you're not starting over, you're starting fresh. Like you have all the skills and abilities. Like, I got you. She was even like, do you need me to go to work? And I'm like, nope, my whole important thing for me in having a business and a career is that you can be home with the kids.
Yeah.
I was like, I will figure this out.
Yeah.
So find a good spouse. I absolutely
Yeah.
love that. So what's a hardship in your life? I mean, we've talked about some, but what's a hardship in your life that taught you an important lesson that you can think of?
I say money, man. Money.
Money, power.
Yeah. Grew up, didn't have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have to work hard for it. And I would say since I left like we made good money at the restaurant, but like when I left the restaurant, I don't have to split my money with anyone else anymore. With the family, I don't have to. I work in sales, so I make commission. That
Mm-hmm.
first commission check, man, I was like, whoa, that's huge.
Yeah.
And I never had relationship with money. So when I have the money, I spend them,
Okay.
right? And to the point where I got good credit, I got good income, I just swipe, swipe until the bill just racked up, right? And I'm just like, oh crap, what did I do?
Yeah.
And now I work hard to pay those bills off. And I was like, that put our, like, it was going up and then just like come straight down because of my habit.
So you're earning with your real estate, but this is in your real estate
No,
business?
this is like
Oh,
phone
sales.
sales and car sales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before real estate.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I made good money and never, I, when you never made six figure and you make six figure, you're just like, whoa, that's cool.
Okay.
Right? Let me go spend that. And I want what I didn't have before. So I was just like, I want that, I want that, I want that.
You just
You know,
swipe.
yeah, I was living more than what I need. More than yeah. So and then yeah, it's like it put me and my wife in a position where we were just living check to check. And I was like, wait, why did I leave the business like the restaurant for this? Like, so it made me change, clean those up, and got into learning more. Like I was reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
That changed like the way I think of money. And then I found financial advisor who helped us set up like retirement account and stocks account and all that. So like now budgeting and like now we know where our money goes.
Yeah, I think that's so important for those of you watching to start budgeting now.
Yeah, budgeting.
So what's your like? I'm just curious. What's your strategy of like how much do you save? How much do you invest?
Yeah,
How much
so
do you spend personally?
yeah, so now 30% just go into saving, right?
Cool.
And then I do save like some like 20 to 25% for my tax because like real estate you don't pay tax right away. So I do that and then we try to just spend 25% on like the fun and the rest just like our bill.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good strategy. You know, the rate you're going and building your real estate business, you're gonna have to start setting aside like 40% for your taxes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Or find some good tax strategy.
right off, yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I was gonna say I with how bad the way I spend my money, I actually gave my wife all the access to like all the accounts.
pay attention to it.
Pay attention, and she's the one who manage everything now. My job is just to go and like meet new people, talk to people, and sell real estate, and then she just handles the money. So like
Perfect.
I know my weakness, so I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna touch it. Here you go.
You have to ask her, what's my budget? What can I spend?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
my lunch budget?
Yeah,
That's a smart strategy. My wife's like that actually, but she's like,
yeah,
I'll like want to kick back and watch the show. And she's like, we got to go through all the. She's like, go print out all the credit card statements, all the bank
Yeah.
accounts. We need to go through them. So she's really good at that. And this is for you to teach your kids. I didn't have that problem personally. Um, and it held me back in some ways, but benefited in some ways. But my parents, I had this cardboard box
uh-huh.
and it said savings, tithing, and personal or something like that. And so from a very young age, like we got an allowance or when I made money, it was 50% savings, 10% tithing, 40% personal. And so just that conditioning, like as I started building a business, it was very easy for me to do 50% into savings. And I believe that we have the life today that we have because we did that. Because I know people. So in my first business, we went to six figures a year by 14 months and then to a million a year by year 4. And we just kept that habit of 50% to savings, 10% tithing, 40 for personal. And then, well, savings was like, then became like maxing out a SEP IRA, savings, and like investing into real estate, into Airbnbs. So I was different than you. Where you were swiping, I was the one that was afraid it wouldn't be there in the future. Like, is this like when we walked away from our jobs, I was making 3 times what I did working 12-hour days. So I'm like, is this monopoly money? Like, I don't even know what's going on here. So I was afraid that it would just disappear someday. And so it served me well in the way, like, even though it was in like being very frugal, like I was literally afraid. I'm like, I gotta pay off my house as fast as I can. Because if this thing doesn't last, then at least I have a home that's paid for and I can go do something else again. And then the same thing when we got a cabin, my mind would even be like, okay, if I just pay this off, then like if something happened and it went away, like I could rent the cabin and we could live off of that. Like I was always like, if like the worst case scenario thing. And it wasn't until probably 3 years, 4 years ago where I was just like, I don't spend mindlessly into things, but if we want to go do something or something costs a lot, whether it's this house or landscaping and we got in, I'm like, we got it, let's do it. Like money will come in, it goes out and it comes in. As long as I keep, working on building a business and serve go away to
like we got it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And
So,
I've
two different sides of everybody has some struggle with money in some way, but two different sides.
Yeah, I mean, you built an amazing business. Like I've watched you from when you first started, like Beachbody until now. I'm just like, holy, like you are my role model.
Oh, thank you. You were my. We partnered with a company called Growth Day with Ed Marlette and Brendan Bouchard.
Yeah.
You were my very first customer
On that
to
too.
be to order Growth Day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Yeah, of
Yeah, you
course.
supported me along the way, and that's been awesome.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about so you're crushing it in real estate. When did this shift? How long have you been doing real estate now?
It's gonna be 4 years in May.
Okay,
Yep.
21. Okay. And when did you start seeing momentum, or we're like, okay, I got this?
Yeah,
Like,
this
how
is
long did it take to get to that point?
honestly, man, like I don't want to say luck because I feel like I put in the work. But like when I first started real estate, I'm like, I'm so scared. I was just like, what am I gonna do? I just left a car sales where I know how much I'm gonna make each month, right? I have and then coming to real estate, whole new business. But I think what helped me the most is my book of business, the people that I built connection with. All I have to do is just make the phone calls like, hey guys, I switch from doing car sales to helping people with, house selling or buying, investing. Um, and people are just like, oh, I'm not looking to buy right now, but I know someone who might looking to do something like that. So now I get referral. I say when I first started, it took me 60 days to close my first deal.
Okay.
And when I closed my first deal, I think it just like pushed me to do even better or more. And my first year in real estate, I closed 11 transaction. I think that was like 6 to 7 million in volume. And I was like, that was amazing. For my first year, I didn't know anyone. Like I didn't know how to do it. I just figured it out. I didn't want. Oh, one thing I would say, I started doing social media as soon as I got into real estate. I didn't want to go door knock. I didn't want to do like the old fashioned way because real estate, like people people has to go and like find the clients, right? How can I twist that, like do a reverse engineer and have people come to me? The only way is to build a brand. So I start building a brand. It's day one. My first couple video was so cringe. That's so bad. But I post real estate. I post my life. I post about my hobby and my family. I don't just focus on just real estate because then it's just business, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm just creating my personal brand. People like, oh, Nick's a foodie. He loves to run right now, and he's a girl's dad. And yeah, like when I meet someone at the grocery store, and it's like, hey, you that foodie guy. Where should I go try the food next? Like,
Yeah.
like we just talk about other things besides real estate. And then when they're ready to talk about real estate, people will reach out. When they DM you, dude, that's a hot lead.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to do anything else anymore. Like they DM you say, hey, I'm looking to buy or sell. Perfect. Let's meet in person.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go back and forth on DM or texting. When I'm in front of someone, I know I'm gonna close that person, right? And yeah, like I just been doing that and it's not working.
That's incredible. So talk to us about the foodie guy. What's your strategy on this? I've watched it. It's so cool to see.
Couple things. I want to support local business. I want to show people that thinking about moving to Eastern Idaho what we have to offer. People love food, I think, right? I love food. People love
We
food.
love food.
And you connect with people a lot easier through food. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna support local. I'm gonna go try food that I haven't tried. And if I already try, I'm gonna be like, this is my favorite. You guys should come try it. And once I share those video, the business shared it. The business appreciate you for supporting the business. Now you have the support behind you and like just word, like they just tell everyone like, hey, Nick is awesome. Go check out his page or something like that, right? And now when they come to my page, the first thing they see is Nick Jackuchan, Idaho Falls Realtor. It's like, wait, this guy's a realtor? So now they dig in a little bit more. And it's like, oh, this guy's actually producing. So now when they're thinking about buying or selling or investing, they're like, you know what? We have something in common. He likes food. I love food. Let's reach out to Nick because we built some sort of trust online already. So
yeah, that's so important. I want to make sure you guys listen.
Yeah.
Because I see people that become real estate agents, or maybe they'll join us to sell peptides or some other thing, and it's just always like peptides or house or like just selling all the time. And people don't want to be sold to. There's like a resistance. Like even me, like if I go in and I want to get some new shoes, like I want to just look on my own. I don't want the person to come over to me.
Yeah.
Like everybody's kind of naturally sales resistant. And so finding your unique niche to connect with people on food is brilliant. And here's the thing is like, this is what is the most beautiful thing that I think you need to understand. It's not an ulterior motive thing where you're like, if I post this food, then I'm going to make a sell. It's like, I love food. I want to support this business genuinely.
Yeah.
And then everything else naturally happens.
And people who love food, we talk about food, right? We just talk like food is the easiest thing we talk about. And I don't know. I think with your business too, but like real estate, I don't think it's just transaction. I think it's relationship business, right? The more relationship you can make, the more opportunity you can have later.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you say, like people don't want to be sold to, but they want to be like they want to talk to someone about things that relatable to them.
Yeah. And on the flip side with that, they don't want to be sold to, but they have needs. Someone's gonna need to buy a house. Someone's gonna want to go out and eat somewhere and try new food. And you reminded me of saying your network is your net worth. And so it was very clear when you said that you built a network selling cars and phones and when you just treat people good and no matter what you're doing, and you always put the customer first and do the rest to support them. And then if you do make a transition or a pivot like you did, like they'll follow you to that because they love who you are. And you said something very important that I think some people might be afraid to do. There might be someone that's selling cars and now they're selling peptides or they're selling real estate and they're afraid to go tell their people like, hey.
No, like honestly, if they're your people, they will support you regardless, right? Don't be afraid, just make that call and don't make it awkward. Just like just simple, hey, how you doing? Like just talk. And then it will come up eventually on its own. Like people are gonna talk to you about peptides, and it's like, dude, what is it?
Yeah, I mean, we went to a Super Bowl party and
Yeah,
I don't have to say a single thing there. They're like, dude, how's the peptide thing going? They just ask when
yeah.
you live it. When
Yeah,
you're
I didn't know anything about peptides until you sent me that podcast. You talk, I was like, that's cool, man. Like I didn't know that until now,
yeah,
And when when you have that connection with someone and just there, everything's just gonna come out like naturally.
yeah,
And you don't even have to try, in my opinion. So many agents that just got into real estate, they just post like all educational stuff. I'm like, dude, that's boring.
yeah,
Mix it up a little bit. Because like you don't want people to see you as just a business. And when they see that, how many business I I don't follow a lot of businesses. I follow people,
hmm
right, on social media. Like big businesses, like maybe big brand like Apple and stuff. Like, yeah, I follow them because I use them, right?
yeah,
But like if business that I don't want to be related to, I'm not gonna follow them. So same with you. I'm sure you're not gonna follow a bunch of businesses.
yeah.
So
I follow people.
yeah.
It's what when I'm on social media trying to network, it's like I'm not trying to like just follow everybody and anybody. Like I'm strategic at the point in my life where I'm at. Like I want to be around people who are doing big things with their life. They're passionate about things that are similar to me, like
Yeah.
health and wellness, mindset, putting God first, loving your family. So if I find someone on social media, like I'll send them a DM out of nowhere, and I'm not trying to pitch them peptides. Like it'll come up, they'll ask me, but it's because I'm genuinely trying to understand them. Like I'll meet somebody, and maybe they're hosting an event, and like David Goggins is there. This is an example that I had. So I'll reach out, like, dude, how do you? What is this thing you're doing? This is crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll just ask questions like, how did you get started in that? How do you do this? And then they ask me what I do, and before you know it, you're either connected and work doing business together, or they'll
Yeah.
refer you to somebody.
Yeah.
So it's probably the same thing with.
I would say so, yes. Yeah, same thing. I was gonna say something I forgot, but yeah, I'll come back to it.
We'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find it. Oh, like even I showed up to your podcast like with a sweatshirt and then like the sweatpants, right?
Yeah.
I know you still have to dress professionally, showing homes and like attract certain clients, right? Um, I don't want to work with everyone.
hmm
I want to work with people who wants to work with me, and it's just gonna it make my job more enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stress over, oh, I didn't get that $1 million listing. Like it's okay. Eventually, someone in that price range gonna connect with me. I'm gonna be able to help them. For me, I want to be able to work with someone who like I don't know, like I'm not trying to fake it, right? So I'm like, this
hmm
is who I am. I'm gonna wear a hat. I'm gonna wear like my sneakers to go show a house.
Yeah.
And if you like me, great. If not, it's okay. No hard feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend like to wear a suit and tie and like go show a house.
I know that's how I am. I almost you'll only see me in a suit and tie like or a tie
I
going to
will wear
church.
that like yeah, church or like go to big events and stuff. I
Yeah.
will dress up, but like day to day, I'm like, guys, this is me.
Yeah. And
Like
that's what's relatable
yeah,
is people want to be able to relate with you as well.
yeah. A lot of seasonal agent who've been doing it for years. When I first got into real estate, they did have some like doubt at some words, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you putting yourself out there like that? And why are you approaching things like that? But I was like, I get it. I'm gonna try it this way,
Yeah.
man, and it works, right? I feel like people are not afraid to reach out to me because I'm relatable.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I think before I was afraid to even like before I bought my first home, I was like, how am I gonna do this? I don't want to even call a real estate agent because I think they are a scammer. So I don't want my people to feel that way. So I create the brand like the way I create it. Um, my audience, my clients tell are first time buyer,
Okay.
and I just focus on that. I just focus on building my first time buyers pipeline
Okay.
network, and people are just like, dude, that's just the price range is so low. Why are you doing that? Why don't you attract a higher? It's like, here's the thing. There's so many first time buyer out there. that's so afraid, or 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 I'm gonna help them.
Hmm.
If it's not now, I can prep them 12 months from now. They're gonna be able to buy a house,
Okay.
right? So I do that, but then when they first bought their first home, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, Nick just made my dream come true. I'm a homeowner." And now not only I help them, now they feel like I'm the hero. So they like go and tell everyone about it.
Wow, you help them get into
About
that.
yeah, and then now I get more referral and like more business from just that one family. And then to that first home, who are they gonna call?
They're gonna call
They're
you.
gonna call me, right? And this is my gonna come to my fourth year. I'm already helping like a couple of my first time buyers back in the day when I first started. Now I'm helping upgrading their house, but also selling their house. So now it's not just one transaction,
Too.
it's two transactions.
Yeah.
So three transactions because the first one and then now the second and the third,
Yeah.
So like I don't know, it's like a domino effect.
Yeah.
But I like I said, I don't want to think of it as a transaction, but um I want to help change people's life by like, hey, you can do this. And yeah.
Yeah. I think that's something that a lot of people miss. So you said something very key that I heard is like people are scared to make their first home purchase. And I always think it made me when you were telling that story, it made me think back when we were buying our first home. It was scary.
Yeah.
And so that you've kind of bridged that gap. You found like the people that you want to help. And a lot of times when I'm working with people, like they need to find you can have goals like I want to sell X amount in a
Yeah.
year transactions, but that's not going to get you too far if you don't know what your mission and your purpose
Yeah.
is. And so I kind of heard your mission and purpose in that without you really going and saying, "Hey, this is my mission and my purpose."
Yeah.
So to really help that first time home buyer feel safe and confident getting into their first home. Do you have like a written out mission statement or?
I do, and I forgot what it is.
That's right.
I I think I have it in my notes actually.
Well, you're looking for it. So mine, it's going to be important that you do that because as you're looking for that, it's going to help you pivot at different stages of your life when you're very clear on that. Like
Yeah.
mine is to remind your family that remind you that your family is your most important
Yeah.
work on earth, help you feel better, and then help you earn more income for your family.
I found it.
Let's hear it.
It sounds so scripted, but
Hey, let's hear it.
so my business Jackuchan Group, right? So at Jackuchan Group, we're here to make your dream owning your first home a reality. We understand that fears and excitement because we've been there too. Our mission is simple: to guide you through every step with empathy, accountability, and integrity. Let us be your trusted partner on this journey. Together, we'll make your dream home a reality.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, so
So yeah, that's awesome that you have a written down mission statement or
yeah.
many people don't do that. They go through life kind of like blind, like, what do I do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But you've kind of dialed that in.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, people always questioning my approach, but now a lot of agents doing social media, right? I
Yeah.
feel like I started it around here.
Around
I think, but
you're the
um,
goat. I'll call you the
no,
goat around
I'm
here.
humble, but yeah, I mean, I think I changed the way I think there's more than one ways to do business,
Mhm.
right? And I'm not saying the old-fashioned way doesn't work. It works because it's proven.
Yeah.
Like if you look at big teams like Anderson Hicks Group and like other Keller Williams team, they just cold calling, they door knocking, they walk around neighborhood and just I don't know. I just want to spend more time with my family
Yeah.
and I can work from anywhere by using this.
Yeah. It's the power of it. No, I think that's important to point out. That's the same thing. Someone will ask me, they're like, I want to sell peptides with you and build this business, but I don't do social media, they'll tell me. And I'm like, they're like, can I do it? Can I build a business without social media? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
If you have a network, if you've built a network over the past 20 years, you could build a 6, 7 figure business if you are good at
Yeah.
rekindling those connections and have been a good person to
Yeah.
those people over the years. But man, you can reach 100 times more people on social
Yeah.
media and
One
make a bigger
post,
impact.
I can reach minimum like 5,000
Yeah.
people, right? Because that's how average my views are, like 5,000 per video. More people are gonna curious about my account, so now they're gonna click and now they're gonna see more.
You're
So
gonna see it.
yeah,
So there's an important thing with social media though. A lot of people want to build on social media, but it's also a huge distraction. So it's like if you're a business owner like you are, doing your sales and where your commissions are all counting on your own sales, the important thing for the person watching this is you've got to be intentional with how you use your phone.
yeah. I run my business solely through social media, but I do have, I guess, system.
Okay.
Um, when people cold call, they just call like random numbers, right? So for me, I just go through my friends that I have on all platforms, and you just stalk them, right? It's just like that's another like way to say it, but like you just see what they're up to.
Yeah.
You comment on their posts.
I'm gonna give you a new word.
What is it?
You just be social
Be
with
social.
social
There you
media.
go. There you go.
You
Not
don't
stalk.
go.
Right. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
get people that I actually use that word when I reach out to someone. Maybe I have a reel that goes viral and I'll have like
Yeah.
100 new followers. So I'll sit there and I'll message every follower, every new follower. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for the follow. Where are you from? And when they respond, I'll voice text them after that. And like when I'm sharing with them what I do, I'll be like, hey, like if you need to, like I know I'm a complete random stranger. You saw a reel of mine.
Yeah.
You made the decision to click follow. I have this opportunity that's here that you can see, and I know you might be skeptical. So feel free to stalk my page for as
Yeah.
long as you. I'll tell them that stalk my page. Go back as far as you want.
Yeah.
It could be a year from now, 5 years from now, or never.
Yeah.
But I'm here if you ever have questions. Like so, I'm social. Like I'll talk to people and voice text them. So
Um, can I give advice to people who are thinking about
absolutely.
starting doing social media? I would sit down and just whatever you do, if you do car sales, peptides, or real estate, you you think about the pillars that the audience you want to attract, right? So for me, like I mentioned, first time buyer. So okay, now I'm gonna create content around first time buyer.
Hmm.
But also I think of pillars. I don't want to just post anything or everything. I have three pillars that I do, which is real estate, and then my health, and
Okay.
then I do like hobby and family. So those are my three pillars. Nobody gonna change that because now my schedule would be okay. I'm gonna post maybe one or two real estate stuff, but then the rest will be like about me and my life.
Okay.
And if you do that, you're not gonna like because you're gonna post about things that you enjoy, and if you attract people that have the same same interests, you're gonna have something in common, and now you're gonna build a network a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot of people overthink it. It's like, oh, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna just do real estate, overdo everything, and then people are just not gonna care. But yeah, just don't overthink it.
Yeah. I love that you said just things that about your life and these pillars, because then when you're having a conversation with someone, it's authentic and real because you have things in common.
Yeah,
Like the worst thing is like trying to force a conversation with someone that you have nothing in common with.
yeah,
And so it'll just make your business and life. Like if I'm mentoring someone in business and they like I don't talk about politics or anything, but if they have completely different politics than me or they're anti-hunters and I'm a avid hunter,
yeah,
it's like it doesn't work very well
yeah,
because then you're like if I'm mentoring someone, I'm archery hunting with my dad. Like I can't say I'm archery hunting to them, or they get offended, and then they're upset. Like you don't want to build a business with someone that doesn't.
yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be identical. You gotta have people have different strengths, but you gotta like each other. Like
And
genuinely have a
you'll
connection.
you'll be surprised. There's enough business for everyone
Yeah.
out there, and so many real estate agents like so deep in like, oh, I don't want you to come steal my business. I'm like, dude, we can attract different clients,
Hmm.
like clients that love the goofy me and like stuff like that, like foodie stuff. they're gonna come talk to me more before they go talk to you, you
Yeah.
know. And like I say earlier in the podcast, like you don't. It's just my opinion. Like I don't want to work with everyone. I want to work with the one who wants to work with me,
Hmm.
and I believe that I can build enough network to help like support my family and my business, and I'm not gonna have to worry about all the haters, right?
All the haters or
Yeah.
someone that might think you've
Yeah.
taken their
And that's fine. I'm
clients.
like, go ahead, man. Like, that's enough. Like, last year I did 35 transaction, almost 12 million in volume. And I never once thought I could do that, but I did it by doing what I do.
Yeah.
And this coming to my fourth year and I'm already at 2.2, right? Like, I don't want to just look at the number, but I'm like, it's proven that what I do is working.
Is working. Yeah,
So
you've got a proven track record of success.
I just keep multiplying. So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm gonna tell you, like when you know the steps that you need to do every day, like networking, using your
Yeah.
social media, you get to a point in your life with your business, in your real estate or what I do, like your success is inevitable. Like if you just do the thing
Yeah.
consistently and stack those, we'll call them bricks, like your success is inevitable. You don't have to, you don't wake up and worry, am I gonna find a client? Am I, because you're doing the things. So let me ask you a final question.
Okay.
What's a big dream and vision for your life? Like coming from where you came
Yeah.
from, like what do you want your family to look like? How do you
Yeah.
spend your time? Like what do you want to do with this wealth that you're gonna
Yeah.
amass because you're such a great servant to the people that you help?
I think the time that I can get to spend with my kid and my wife, my family is my wealth.
Yeah.
I grew up with my parents who always working, which I'm grateful for them. They taught me a lot. They sacrificed a lot for me. But my first soccer game, they never there to watch me play, right? I want to be able to be at my daughter first hockey game, right? She just started hockey, so I never miss. Yeah, I miss her practice like once in a while, but like I'm always there.
Yeah.
So I want to be there from all the moments for my family, and I want to, how can I say this? Like, I want to give my wife and my family the freedom to like, hey, if we want to travel somewhere, we want to go somewhere, we can do it without even have to look at our bank account,
Yeah.
right? Like, I feel like time and quality time is my wealth.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Like you can have all the
yeah,
income and success and be the best, highest volume of sales real
yeah,
estate in the world, but if you don't have a relationship with God or your family or have the time to spend with them, then it's
yeah.
not really success.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't. I know I can do more.
Hmm.
I know I can make more. But what I'm doing right now, what I'm making right now, it's good.
Yeah. And you're so young.
Yeah,
Just imagine I think what you're doing is very smart. Like you're
yeah,
very smart doing that. And I'm the same way. Like, so I'll give you a couple examples. My dad listens to this. So, like I drive my kids to school in the morning. Gabby drives one set of kids. I drive the other. And then I work out with my dad an hour and a half every day.
that's awesome.
Would it be more business wise? Would it be more efficient for me to hit a fast 45-minute hard workout by myself and then hit work and work longer hours, like save another 45 minutes. And then every day I stop at like 2:30 because the kids get home. And then I don't work. I don't take calls at night. I don't work at night. And I just work in that, like, after my dad and I are done working out, 8:30 to 10, I work 10 to 2 every day and then I'm done. Like if I work 5 to 5, like maybe I could 10x what I'm doing, but that's not the most important thing to
Yeah,
me. Being present is, and I know my oldest is 19 now. It goes
that's very
fast.
good.
So you're on the right path, and I think everybody listening should think about it. You can always earn more, you can always make
Yeah,
more, but you can never get that time back with them.
yeah. I
And so that's
think
so important. And like with my dad every day, like I love that when I made that decision. At first, it was kind of hard. I wanted to work out with him, but then I was like, man, 90 minutes a day. Like I could just knock it out real quick and then drive the kids to school and then start working at like 8
yeah,
versus at 10. But we've done that for a year now, and I would never take it back. It's like
yeah,
beautiful time to spend with him, and then yeah, and then the crazy thing is when you put your priorities right, then I only need 10 to 2 of just doing the right things every day.
Yeah.
And then my business is growing.
Yeah, I'm sure you do this. You time blocks
Yeah.
for everything, right?
Yep.
That changed my life, man.
Yeah.
Like when I put the time, like let's say from 3:30 until 4:30 to 5:30, I block it for my family. And why I do that is because I get to pick up my daughter, I bring her home, my wife get home, we get to spend at least an hour together, and we catch up on things, right? And then okay, if I need to go show a house, it'll have to be after 5:30.
Yeah.
And I tell my clients that like, hey guys, I'm booked. I didn't tell them what it is. I was like, I'm booked at this time.
Yeah.
I have this and that. Which one work for you guys? And no question asked. It's like, okay, this time works.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna work with your schedule.
Yeah. Time blocking is so important. I really learned that when I was built my first business, because like I'd go to work at 5, get off at 5. So I had like an hour at lunch, and then I'd get home and take care of 3 little girls by myself. My wife would come over. So I put the girls in bed, and then 8:30 to 10:30 was like network, invite, follow up.
Yeah.
And I just had these blocks. And I do it now. Like I get in the sauna every day, and it might look from the outside like, does he even work? He's like in the sauna, he's now in the hot tub, he's with his dad. But when I'm in the sauna, like I'm in there for 30 minutes with the red light, but that's when I make my connections, respond to every comment, message every new follower,
That's awesome.
check who viewed my stories, and just, hey, I saw my stories. So I time block just like that.
That's awesome.
And have it stacking that way, sauna plus.
Yeah.
So time blocking will change your life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not time blocking time to mindlessly scroll.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Thank
Nick,
you.
it's been awesome.
Yep.
You're incredible, and I can see you just continuing to.
Thank you.
You're so young, man. Imagine, dude, you got like 30 more years until the typical
Right,
retirement age.
right.
So you're just getting into the best years of your life. So
My
thank
goal
you
is
for
by
sharing that.
45. 45 is when I retired.
45. You know, that's how old I turned this summer.
Oh,
I'll
really?
be 45. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's been good, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely incredible.
Thank
Where
you.
can people follow you? Where do they find you?
All platforms gonna be at Nick Jackuchan, so NICK, and then my last name is JACKUCHAN. That's all platform. You can find me there.
Cool.
So
Awesome. It's been a pleasure, brother.
thank you.
Yep. Thank you for joining us on this episode. We hope that you enjoyed the conversation that we shared with you today. We're here to remind you that your family is your most important work on earth, help you feel better, and learn how to earn more income for your family. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a positive review, clip what you like, or share with a friend. My friend, it's time to level up.